Okay. Hello to everybody, and then welcome again to the Print Double Show here. This is about 1:34 here at my end. Liberia is about 5:34 over there. If you're in the Iowa, Des Moines area, it's about 12:34 over there. Welcome again to the Print Double Show here. I got the leadership of Ggusu here tonight, the Grand Jire University students, the student union, the leadership. We're here. We're going to have a discussion with our brothers, and they're going to tell us their location in Liberia, where they either they're in like in Grand Jire or Monrovia, and then from there we might open a line and people want to ask questions can ask questions. But these guys are planning a massive protest, I think, on November 3rd, which will be probably on Monday. But yeah, Monday or something like that. And they're going to tell us more about the protest. They're going to tell us about the land deal that they leased that was done by the Cheshire Grant and the superintendent, the county attorney. And we might play the voice of the county attorney also here tonight if time permits us to do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting time here, let us bring these guys here on here. They settle down. They are ready to discuss the issue. And we met a guy they call Ten. Are your internet correct, moment? Ten. Yeah, because we're bringing in, and they will join you, or you're giving us a lot of information, but then the internet start to let your very people went after your internet. So to tell very people to leave the internet. And then I got my man. Is it Alan Donner here? You got my man. You gotta put your real name there so people can see you, my man. Yeah, my man. That your shanty name, Les Shine.
Revolution. That's the name of Revolution.
Revolution. I know how the names, man. We saw Nelson Mandela guy name. So all these great people. So you are one of the great guys. You need to show your name. Okay, gentlemen, you're welcome to the Print Double Show here. And it is a good thing to always have my brothers or sisters back home when we interacting today and make us to feel good and make us to feel fine. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Double. As usual.
I will give you all the time to do the introduction here so we can get to know you guys, even though we're seeing the names on there. But if you're introducing yourself, just put your position in the organization so the people can know. You know, we did a lot of, I think we did a fundraiser with Nin. Yes, it's Nin.
Yeah.
Nan, Thomas Nan the other day, and we're here, gentlemen. When y'all need these things, Y'all need to speak to your people up here. Y'all just call us. We just set these things up, and then y'all can bring your people. Bring your story to us. So how you doing? I'm going to start from the president of Thomas. You are the president, and so
Oh, yeah, yeah, yes. I'm the
okay.
president.
We're gonna go to
I'm
Thomas,
the president.
and
And
then we're gay. Then my man Donna would do the so tell your position, introduce yourself. Okay, 1 minute each.
okay, I want to again say thank you ever so much for allowing us to appear again on your show as usual. You know, you are a man who is always in support of people voices being heard. So with this, I must commend you for this kind of approach that taking in our society. By the way of introduction again, I'm Thomas Talasudni. I'm a Grandidian currently residing in Mosurado County for the sole purpose of acquiring knowledge to serve our people back home. And we have a union that is called Ggusu. Ggusu is Grand Gita University Students Union. And I am the president of this noble institution. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go to Tenten. I hope I'm calling it in the right way. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, even if it is not pronounced right with the people seeing the writing already.
Yeah,
So, my name is Wulekumo Davoyitente, and I'm the Secretary General of the Grangida University Student Union. I'm a son of Port Town, Bao Administrative District to be precise in Grangida. And I want to take the time to say hi to everyone who is following the show right now, especially the student of Grangida University Student Union. So, thank you.
is that your time your land safe? You know your it boost your forest they were trying to sell this few days. Let's go to Mr. Gay. Or Gay, if you're not ready, we can go to Donna, then we'll come to you.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, at the way of introduction, I'm Festus Chukwuda Gay, or J. Festus G. Gay, the Protest Committee Secretary and SRC, or President for Grand Gita University Student Association at Stars University.
Thank
So
you.
it's my pleasure being here to tell our people why we want for Grand to leave the post of the superintendent.
Okay, let's go to Light Shine. Jita Shine Light.
So my names are Alison Zabloa de Tadenyangi Donyana.
Huh?
I hail from Grand Gide. The people usually call me Zade Gide Larshans. So I come from Poruko in Kunamo district, Grand Gide County. A typical Grand Gideon and a Kunamo man, Manpa. I am the president for the Grand Gide University Student Association at the UL chapter. So I'm SRC on Ggusu, and I am the current chairman of the preparatory committee for the Ggusu uh, upcoming powerful protest.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go to Tali. Tali, go ahead and introduce yourself, please. For that, then we start the show.
All right, so my name is Josephus Talibale. I'm the current public relations of the Grand Gita University Student Union, PRO for short.
Okay, gentlemen, you're welcome here to the double show again. Now, we're going to start up and go straight up to the questions here that we got written down here. It's about the flyer went around that you guys are planning a protest for the 3rd of November. I think the 3rd is this coming Monday. And we saw some writings on there, but they're talking about Grant should leave, the superintendent should leave. What you guys mean Grant should leave?
What are you starting with?
Uh,
So,
I mean, you.
so
Thank
Tell
you.
me Star or anybody. The question for you guys. The protest is planned by what of you guys? I've seen you guys want to superintendent of the league. Why you want to
Okay,
superintendent of the
so let me just get the intro very quickly
league? Mm-hmm.
because I was giving this touch to always deliver the message.
Go ahead.
Again, I'm Zabloa data Nyanji.
Hey, Nyanji.
Nyanji. Die na
Nyanji.
Nyan.
Wait. The Nyanji that do ants. And the ants.
Nyanji. Piri no flamo. If you know that grab a look like a blade.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you don't work at more than.
You go
So
there,
the level
you
that
go there,
works
you
the
on your
model
own.
side. That's what I am.
Okay.
Okay, so if we say Grant must leave, that English that we are speaking is something that we met, and the meaning of must is something that cannot be compromised, something that that just have to happen. If the English people say it must happen, that is with all cost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we are saying Grant, and the name Grant is a last name of somebody. It is the last name of our county superintendent. His full name is Alex Chesia Grant. So if we are saying Grant must leave, that is, the living there, he should vacate our position. He should turn his back and bid us farewell. We should bid him farewell, sorry. So why are we saying this? We are saying this because in time past, Mr. Grant was a lawmaker of ours in District Number 3, Grand Gida County.
Mm-hmm.
We gave him that position to serve us, to be our eye, one of our eyes in the lower house. When we sent him there as our employee, he did not deliver well. We gave him a one thing, but when he came back to us, he said, give me two things. Okay, go there, maybe you might try again. So we sent him back there. So he spent two things. The third one, he came to us, he said he want to be senator. So we said no. After the evaluation that we did, you didn't mean well to us. So we did not vote him to be senator. He failed the election. So after he failed the election, he came back to us. My people, you please allow me, let the president make me superintendent. We said no, we don't agree. Some of us, we said no. Few persons there were with him, supporting him. And you know, every devil got a friend and brother. So when the president, when Ellis tried his best, Mr. Grant, he lobbied around the UP party to make him superintendent. We came, we stood our ground, we said no. It was how to confirm him in the House was very difficult in the House of Senate. So what they did, Minister Nyimale, who is the Minister of Internal Affairs, being a friend of Mr. Grant, who all served as lawmaker in the lower house, that performed poorly. Nyimale too was voted out of his position as lawmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Grant was voted out, so the two of them built solidarity. That my man, they go lobby with our president, President Baka, who won the election, so that he can get a position. So the two of them, they in their team, feeding for each other. So Yimade was appointed as minister, and Grant was appointed as superintendent for our county. Uh, Though we insisted that he shouldn't go there, but he maneuvered his way, Nyimare being the Minister of Internal Affairs, who supervised the superintendents, he recommended Ellis Grant to the president to be superintendent for Grand Gire County. So when the late Prince Johnson, as head of the Internal Affairs in the Senate, the committee, they took the brother in the house and they confirmed him in a committee room because he could not be confirmed before the Senate in chamber because the tension was too high. So they confirmed him in a committee room on a condition that you should go and try your best in the county. When the brother went in the county, he's also performing. But Mr. Double, he's also performing. He's still scoring 0. Of all he has been doing that we've been cataloging, the most recent one that hurt us is Mr. Grant have been in the habit of being conflict among students. The student community, we have our own right, and the schools we are in got policy. The school will tell you what criteria you should read to be president. So if you meet that criteria, if you study and meet the criteria, you go in the race. If you are voter to be president, you become president for Mr. Grant maneuver away because he saw that the president of Ggusu is somebody who has been in the youth arena, a good leader who is very difficult to be bent over. I mean, to be bribed. So he said no. But this particular Ggusu, I'm not talking about Ggusu. Yeah, I talking about Ggusu because Ggusu leader is somebody that can be bribed. So it's okay. What I'll do, I'll try my best. Our last year fund, from the kind of development fund, the Ggusu fund, the brother went to our leadership, he wanted his cut. And the people who voted to power as Ggusu leadership are people that are very straight indeed. They cannot go behind the student community and do their own thing. So they said, no, Mr. Grant, we can't give you any money from our money. Let us get the full money because we got many students whose school fee we have to pay. The brother got angry. So I mean, try to give me small things. But then no, we can't do that. We are leaders that were voted to power to do the right thing because people that were there before they ate money. It was how
Mr. Shah,
out
Mr. Shah,
and
1 minute, 1 minute. Grant went to the students. Grant went to the students and told the student he needed a cut.
the student leaders that he needed
Yeah.
a portion of our money for last year budget. And our good leaders refused. That was said in darkness, but he said, no, we can't do that. So Grant brought it to broad daylight to treat the leadership back and present them properly to the student community. But for us, we are students who believe in our leaders, so we knew that they could not do that beyond us. So Grant, after you refuse or our leadership deny money, he found a way to go against the student community. He came out and said the student community should provide report for money they know nothing about. The previous leadership of Ggusu ate our money during the term of President Weah when we had Mr. Kai Fale as superintendent. It was when they were giving that money at the 80. This time now, under him as superintendent, we have new leadership that is being put in place because the current leadership ate our money. So he requested a report from the new leadership for money that they didn't use, that they did not receive from him or any other leadership. So the leaders are saying, how can we make report for money that we didn't receive, that last regime received? So we can't make such report on the superintendent. The superintendent said he should get a report from them before he get them money. So the student community said, but how can we make report for money we didn't eat? At least you gave us your budget on your watch as superintendent, then we can be accountable for this money. We cannot account for money we didn't receive. Mr. Grant said until report can come, he can't give money to the student community through Ggusu. So while that Hula Balu was on, in summary, we went to pay a visit to the Minister of Internal Affairs, Minister Nyimare. When we went to him, we told him what unfolding between we and our superintendent. The Minister of Internal Affairs told us, he said, I don't know what really have been happening between you and superintendent, but I have a policy here. So we asked him to explain his policy to the student community, to Ggusu. The minister went ahead and explained that under his watch as Minister of Internal Affairs, there will be no local authority that will give money directly to any student community. But rather, if they are ready for student fees to be paid, they will ask the various leadership in each county to present list the names of students in their universities or their union. So we said, why are you planning such as a policy? He said, I need transparency and accountability. So we said, oh
Mhm.
wow. So now we will buy your idea. If you think that would be the best, that would we account for money, then no issue. Because the thinking might be that we'll receive the money on behalf of students and misuse it. So once you say the students will, the student leader will present the names of the students in each university, and you will work with the Minister of Finance to involve the various school administration and deposit the money based on the amount of students' names that will be submitted, then that's a good process. We can go into it. So when are we
Mhm.
starting? The minister said at the beginning of each semester, the ministry will request names of students in each university from their through their county leadership, that is the student leadership. So we say, okay, we await your call. Since we left the minister's office, he had never invited any leader of student community. But surprisingly to us, we saw our superintendent depositing money in schools' accounts unknown to the student community. So this alone triggered our attention, and then we questioned him, why are you doing this? Why are you going directly depositing money to schools' accounts without the consent of the student leadership through Ggusu, the union, the bigger umbrella of ours? He
Mhm.
said he is not giving money to any union of students. Rather, he will work directly with school administration. So we question him, Mr. Superintendent, how will you know the amount of students that are in the school from Grand Gide if you are just going to put 1 million in school's account? Why if the money is more than the amount of students within the school, or the money is lesser than the number that is in the school? How can you really reconcile that? The superintendent said he don't care for that. He don't care. All he knows is depositing 1 million in each of the institutions. And besides that, he only considering the government institution because they are not paying much money. He will not afford to deposit money in any private school's account for any student that is attending there. Whether Nigerian or whatever, if you are in private school, you are on your own. Knowing that Ggusu is, is the umbrella of the student community from Grand Gide County. That is Grand Gide University Student Union that covers all chapters. And we have over 12 chapters. We cover TU. We cover corporate universities, St. Mary's. So the brother is saying that he is not responsible for any private institution because they are paying much money. You only deposit 1 million in three institutions that are government institutions. He selected UL, he selected TU, then he selected the local university within the county. These are the three schools he feel pleased with to transact with. So what did he do it again? Mr. Grant came when he went to UL. He said because there is a name called Alison Donner, who is a critical thinker, serving as president of that chapter. He cannot work with Allison. Rather, he will go and look at somebody in that school to just select us, okay, I will pass through you to do anything I want to do in that school. So he went and he chose his nephew called one Ayala, one little boy called Ayala. He chose him, his nephew from the same house in Porttown that live with him. Okay, he said, you be purporting all that as president. I'm playing this game because I want to find conflict in student community so that I can get a reason why I'm not giving money to student community. Anybody asks me, I will say there is a noise and more students, so I can't pass through students to give money. The they will have more confusion.
Oh, okay.
So that's the day I'm planning. So he planned his nephew. People came to us and told us this is what our uncle doing. So say his
Okay.
uncle doing it, we will go to the rifle proceeding. No issue. So we have been proceeding as liquor, valley that being elected to power, protecting our
So,
leadership, and we
so
voted as good.
let me ask you a question here.
Yeah, please do. I'm here to do that.
You went to the Internal Affairs Minister, no,
Mm-hmm.
Minister, I think Numani or what do you call his name?
Minister Nyimale,
Okay, so did you go to your caucus, your county caucus, your senators, your lawmakers? You
mm.
went to them with this case?
Oh yes, the caucus aware.
The
So,
money
He,
we're talking about,
so,
the money we're talking about from my
caucus,
record
Madonna,
here is $30,000. I think it's 30,000. I me if I'm wrong, please try. It was approved.
30,000 for
It was
last year.
it
you,
was in
This
the
year,
budget.
30,000 and 60,000 discussing. 60,000, that's why Mr. Green is finally holding now for us. So if you want me to quickly someone around so that I can call him and go to the leadership because I'm just preparing because I'm the
Yeah, yeah.
chairman on this
No,
campaign.
Razzie, I want you to know
Yeah.
you went to your lawmakers, your caucus, that's your five lawmakers.
Mhm.
You told them, what did they tell you?
Which one are you asking for that I told them?
Everything
so,
you
so,
explained about the superintendent holding
so,
your money. Did you go to you went to the internal affairs minister? Did you go to your caucus, your county caucus, your lawmakers, people representing you in like you
we actually,
in parliament?
So, you don't come in SD.
so, so let me come in on that.
Okay, okay, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. So, Mr. Dover, before reaching to the minister, I think the minister was our large diplomatic approach. Before reaching to the
Okay.
minister, we wrote our caucus. Yeah, CC copied the by association. We informed the county council. We wrote all other people we're supposed to have written before reaching the minister. And when we reached the minister, the information he gave us was so, let's say, frustrating, but we accepted it then. But then what we said was, this is our last diplomatic approach. Maybe because we are being so moderate, we want to see our kindness as our weakness. So when we wrote the caucus also prompt the intervene. Senator Yaya, who happened to be the caucus chair, called Grant. And Grant told the Senator Bole that he's not accountable to him. So Senator Yaya, who also understands the law, understood that the local government act, they don't give them that right,
Mm-hmm.
to question the local leadership, the superintendent, how you spend the money, how you tend to spend the money, all those ones. So they left that. They went and this is a situation that is happening in almost all the counties when it comes to how superintendent proceed without the consent of the lawmakers. They were predicated upon that they invited the minister and other superintendent, I think 2 months ago, in the Senate for questioning. You get me? So we informed our caucus, but he refused to adhere, to regard them as representation of the people of Grand County, and remain blunt to extent that he's not going to listen to them in any way. It was when we reached to the minister.
Okay.
Minister
So now,
happened to be a friend to Chester Grant. They found out cool and decided to give us less attention. Underscoring the fact that both the minister and Superintendent Grant were appointed by the, by the president, and that supervision power is not vested in the legislature based on the local government act. We have decided to take the stand to go to their direct employee, employer, which have to do with the president. Now, I don't know whether I've answered your question, but I also want you to understand, or people who follow you to understand, that our paramount concern is not solely about the student money. There are a lot of rising issues that are linked with a misrule and dictatorial leadership that we want to post up to. And the only way we think it can be post up to is to getting out of the superintendencies. Superintendent Grant, as you may be aware, have started leasing illegally the land that our forefathers fought for, that they reserve for us, that we should also take care of and leave for the next generation. He has started listening to Burkinabe without the consent of the community and saying ignorantly that the money that will be generated from the customary land will go in the county development fund. That alone defines our grand. I say if you understand how county development fund can be generated. You getting me? It is alarming. And they don't just stop there. Number Green is also illegally dismissing local leaders that were also appointed by the president. But because he feels that those people don't understand how their working goes. So he trying to round the people ignorance. He went to town before he could even start the issue of the illegal leasing. He dismissed Regina Pay, who happened to be the general township of town. He dismissed the man. Oman or Dory Druan. These are the critical and wise people in that setting that they don't just bow down to anything. Because Grant understood that these people would not subscribe to what he wanted to do, he just went in the office, wrote communication, and said you are dismissed. Without calculating that if dismissed people are president also appointed. You getting me? The disabled community in Grand Gillette County, the county council saw the need to invest to expand within the budget a portion of money to help these people. Grant said the disabled doesn't mean anything in Grand Gillette County. He's not going to give them money, and he did not do that to oppress him. The rural woman is an institution that been receiving money. They invest in empowering rural women, but Grant said there is no need to give them money anymore. Even though the county council approved such budget, but he's not going to release the money. Smart FM, the 2024 budget, they are not receiving, and we are not confident that they will receive a budget. So there are a lot of rousing issues. But our people who all the way in Grand Gillette don't have that strength. In fact, some of them don't read between the lines like we are going to school do. They don't have the potential to come here and stand up for themselves.
So
that's the reason some of them selling bitter boy and pepper to send out to school.
The protest will be staged in Monrovia?
In Monrovia, at the ground of the capital, in front of the mansion. It is a president going to petition. So obviously, we are going at the ground of the capital to petition
that will be on Monday.
The president, in front of the mansion.
That will be on Monday?
On Monday, the 3rd of November.
November 3rd.
The 3rd of November, yeah. So we have been, Greggians have been saying Grant will not be a good representative, let's say, or superintendent. Because he set a legacy, a bad legacy when he served as a representative for 12 years. The people of Boston District benefited nothing. There's a guy who served as a legislative caucus chair who lost one of the precious sons of Grand Gillette County, the late Alfred Donald. And then he told the national government not to enforce their security in searching for Alfred Donald. On ground that Grand Gillette County, in Grand Gillette County, they have a masquerade called KTB that is always making people to disappear. So that alone wiggling the government at the time and say, but if this can be said, then there is no need for us to enforce our search. As a caucus chair, he lost one of the potential sons of Grand Gillette County. They say let the government relax. It is something that usually happens. Those are some of the reasons we said this guy being superintendent, nothing will come out of him. We will not benefit anything. Now we are experiencing all the marginalizations, all this kind of dictatorial proceedings.
The question that I was supposed to ask for before we go into it, I just got it down here. Is so when Grant was appointed by the president, I think second part of last year, there was a mass protest that people said they didn't want him. Were you guys, any of you guys, were you guys part of that protest?
Yes.
Yeah, because
I was not there.
I want to take that.
I was in my village.
Your guys protest against him first, and you're using this or not giving money, setting.
So just 1 minute.
To come
no.
So can I come in?
Alison, wait. Let me come in.
Alison, you gotta wait. You gotta wait.
Let me, brother, let me tell him. Brother, let me tell him. Mr. Double, I'm one of the person who supported the United Party this going time. When the election finished, I decided to stay back home. And most of all, I and the president came home lately. We came to Australia lately. With even the PRO, when they were on like that saga, grain shouldn't be, grain should be, we're on different things. You getting me? We said there are a lot of Nigerians who can read between the lines. The president also know who to choose to be a rep or representative. So we were not into that saga. But we knew to ourselves that Graham was not going to be a good superintendent. We don't have ourselves involved. No. They have pictures, they have videos. If they found any of us in that videos, it means that what I'm saying is not true. But what prompted our action against Graham now is his main route. Graham is taking the county to be a personal property. In fact, the county budget, the county development fund, he feels that it is a money that came from a cocoa farm. When he's speaking, I say, I can't give my money to the people, I can't give my money to somebody. I mean, the county money, you can say, I can't give my money to. So our action derived from a missteps as a superintendent, not because, I mean, we never have specific interest in the superintendent fight. Like we have Ritaka, we have Peter Solo, we have Chris Bailey, people who were agitating, who were vying for that position. None of them also have link to say, oh yeah, I trust in the leadership ability of this person. So we remain idle at the time, and the process went on, and the president made a decision. If Grant have thought to correct a mistake he made when he served as a representative for 12 years and begin to work in accordance with the expectation of the Nigerians, you will have no reason to come here and say Grant should step aside. Grant should be removed. No. No one hate Grant, but we want the betterment of our people. There are people who sacrificed their life for Grant to yesterday. When Grant was serving as a
No
refugee
way,
in Nigeria,
there is
taking
no way,
academic degrees in Nigeria.
there is no way now for compromise. Let's say Grant call you guys and say, "Mama, look, you come on the table, let's discuss this thing and come to one understanding." No more way for compromise that you gotta
There
go
is
say,
actually no
okay,
way. No, no way. There is no way. Like I said, right, we have exhausted every diplomatic approach.
I
But
understand
when we
all
are going
that. So Grant call
diplomatic,
you,
and
the
if you,
protest is on, the
yeah, but
protest
there
is
is,
on the third. Grant called the president, Mr. Thomas, name. But man, look, let's sit on the table. Man, is there any kind of, will you go to your guys and say, look, we gotta go sit with the superintendent? Or you gonna stay by what you gotta leave?
Uh, uh, thank you
well,
ever
I
so
don't know.
much.
President, okay.
Let's hear from Nen.
Yeah, let me come in a bit. Mr. Double, as I previously said, I want to say thank you ever so much for always affording us the opportunity to appear on your show and air out, you know, information that the public need to consume for the betterment of Grand Gila County and Liberia at large. Let me little bit retrospect, more especially from where Granite and I came from. When I became the active president of Grand Gila Youth for Development, the Grand Gila Youth, Grant insisted that what he says, at that time he was a lawmaker, what he says should happen. And based on that, the activities of the young people remained dormant until Grant left power because of his selfish gain, because of his evil deeds, because he wasn't wanting anybody to talk, more especially when he's in error. So based on that, he built a clique, and then he performed that divide and rule method amongst the young people then. But then when we transitioned to the student community, I want my grandson, he was not going to support me. Because when he was at the House of Parliament, I did one day visit him. And then he told me that he was not going to support me because
So I think he will come back. Jan, did you want to continue? Other person is out.
Yeah. So,
The
Mr.
question is
Double,
the question is the
there is
same question.
no, there is no. there,
No
yes.
negotiation
So
at
I'm
this time.
saying there is no alternative option to this August 3rd protest. No way. In fact, while we are sensing and we think it should claim the attention of every Grenadian, is that Grant and her county attorney trying to play tactics on us because they feel that the most trending issue have claimed the attention of Grenadians. They want to silence it, so that it can be like, oh, so they say the land we lease, they don't want it, we keep
I'm so
solid.
sorry, network problem. I think
Then of course there will be
I
no
can continue,
protest, then there
right?
will be no agitation.
No, he ended.
But
He
the
So
unfortunate,
as I was saying, SG, let me just come in a bit. So as I was saying, grain.
Go ahead. His internet giving problem. So Tenten, you can end it up. Then we
Tente
go to the
wa
next question. Mr. Boo Unit,
yeah.
welcome. Boo Unit will be
So
here
so
with the conversation. You will be asking a couple of questions also.
Thank you. Thank you.
so what they decided to do now is to tell the Grenadians that
Hello.
the D is cancel something something they have affixed their signature on, along with a foreign national, a Burkinabe. A Burkinabe got a copy of the portion, I mean,
So
of the
Mr.
documents
Double,
and left to a
can I learn, please? Because I have sensitive information I was really wanted to.
But your internet is keep popping out here.
So the Burkinabe had taken a portion of the contract at the sun,
We
and
can't
then they are telling us
we
verbally.
can't I'll play the video from the
I'm trying
country.
to I'm trying to tell you the reason. I'm trying to tell you the reason why there is no option, no alternative, because we have already grabbed the concept of the trick they're trying to play. So there is no way they can tell us, hey, let's go on round table, then we agree at this stage. The petition must reach the president. The president must know the concern of Grenadians, and he must see
Is in
reason
that petition,
to take grant.
the lease land is mentioned in your petition.
It's the number one on the list. The number one
That's
thing
the number one.
on the list. The
Okay.
second
So
thing is
so
the illegal dismissal of local official before even the student money will come. The student money just come to tear on the list.
on the day, okay. So you guys have already prepared your
Yeah.
petition. There's no turning back, no backward. You're moving forward.
So Mr. Double, as I was saying,
Go ahead.
just to come to the issue of we are not prepared to compromise anything, just to lay a little basis before coming to that issue because it was a question asked. So Graham Wood said, I didn't visit him one day to a capital building when he was serving, so he cannot support me. It means that I have some issues with him. That's why. So after the election, when I won, I decided to officially invite him to our induction ceremony. But unfortunately for us, Superintendent Grant didn't turn out. All the other government officials, they turned out. But Grant didn't turn out. We now have issue with that. After the induction ceremony, I personally called Grant that if he had issue with me, there's a need that we resolve it and work together as leader. He's a leader for our county. I'm also leader from the student community. So there's a need we work together. So then our whole focus as leadership, it was based on dialogue. Whenever we had issue with our country leadership, our national leadership, is to always dialogue. It has been our roadmap to proceed. But unfortunately for us, we got to understand people like Grant, they don't understand and they don't reason. That's what leading us to this day, having protests against him. We have applied every diplomatic approach that you think an organization can apply to get all
Mr. President,
entitlement.
Mr.
You
President,
understand me?
Mr.
So
President,
what I'm trying to say,
Mr.
what
President,
I'm
you hear
trying
me?
to say,
Are you hearing me, Mr.
yeah,
President?
I'm getting you. I'm getting
You
you.
apply everything you did. You went to this, you went to that.
Yeah,
Let's say Brent call you tomorrow morning
yeah.
and say, my man, we got to sit on the round table and talk. Will you go and sit and compromise and come to one agreement? Will you cancel your protest? That's the question. I know you guys did
Well,
everything. You did everything. That's the last minute. Grant call you
uh,
on the phone. My man, we got to sit.
Thank you very much.
Would
You
you
know,
cancel
you
the
have
protest?
answered the question already. Where you say when Grant call you to cancel, our protest is not meant for canceling, for cancellation. No, it's not meant for cancellation. We have gained ample time to make adjustment to see whether we can dialogue, and he didn't. At the time meeting, we will be very much naive to see ourselves compromising with Grant, who we know that will never change in his life. You know, this was a great opportunity for Grant to resuscitate his bad image to Grand Jide County and the Republic of Liberia. His dead integrity. This is the best time that Grant should have corrected his wrong. But then he continued to follow the same wrong path yesterday that people are criticizing of today. So even if Grant calls me today and I appear and then ask for compromise, I know that Grant will not change. And in as much he will not change, I have no reason, I have no need of compromising with Grant. So with this, we we are not going to compromise anything with Grant. And Grant, they should be sent out of Grant. That Grant should not waste his time to call this leadership for compromise. We have passed the level of compromise. Of
Okay.
course, I can be
So
very bold to
let
tell
me
you,
ask you about the
we are
protest.
past that level.
Can I come in?
And just because,
Any other
we don't want
any
to
question?
compromise, just,
Yeah.
just because we don't want to compromise, we are trying our weak way possible to see how we can stage the protest. I mean, in terms of finance, in terms of soliciting you know view from other people. We try our weak way to do everything possible, humanly possible with God above, that this particular protest will be staged.
Okay. So Mr. Bale, I got, so let's say you guys took your protest to the president, he received it, and that's it. Eh? Mr. Bali, Mr. Gay. I wanted to get engaged in this the conversation here. You
Yeah,
took your protest
yeah,
to the president on Monday, and they allow you, you go in there and you give your protest to somebody. The president will not come down to talk to you. Maybe he sent some representative, one of those many advisors. Maybe Kofi Woos come to you and receive your protest. You'll leave the streets, and that's it. Or is it go? Are we going to see maybe one of those mobile model giving protest people, and then almost 4 months we don't know what's going on? Is it how you're going to be like?
So just to quickly
Well,
speak to that.
I want Josephus or Fester to engage me here.
yeah. Let me address that question. Okay, thanks, Mr. Double, for affording me the time on this platform. Yeah, per your question, we are very clear. Our concern and our demand is let Mr. Grant step aside. If we gather or converge at the executive mansion on Monday, and then we call the president of the Republic of Liberia, HE President Joseph Numa Boakai, to come and receive our petition. If he comes or he designates somebody to receive our petition, we will honor it. And as soon he receive or the person will be processing for him, if the person receives the petition, we'll leave the street and and see what would be the next action. And but failure on his part to adhere to our demand will be left with no alternative or no other choice to continue or consistent protestation until our demand can be heard. Because we are citizens. We are citizens of Liberia, and if we have issue, they should look into our issues. Though when
Is it a
he
time
appointed
frame? Is it
Mr.
a time frame that the president or the honorable black guys you got like? I mean, it took. I mean, is there a time frame? I hope you
So
understand what I'm
so
saying. Is
what
there
we
a
are
time
going to
frame?
do, What? We have a plan. We have a plan on that issue. You know, we should always have as a planner. We should have the next alternative. So we have a plan to give our petition on Monday, and we will give alternative time that has to do a week for the president to look into our petition. When a week is given and the president does not give us any redress, we are going to go back in the street again. That one, I don't think the president needs to blame us on whatever thing that will happen. This is why we consider this one a peaceful protest. We are going to present our petition to the president. So if the president cannot adhere to our request, our demand that will be sure within in the petition, then of course I don't think as peaceful citizens who are also entitled to this nation, we cannot be our presence cannot be heard. Then of course I don't think President Bouaka can even go that route. He knows very well the student for a very long time have not come in the street, more especially from Grand Ggusu County. So it should be a great concern to the president when students are coming out with all necessary count indicated within the petition. And I know President Bouaka, who dearly love education, who dearly love development, will not sit there and see people go on a rampage causing chaos before he come to their concern. So with this, we know that
I got you.
President Bouaka will definitely adhere to us.
Before I go to Boo Unit and having, if you have a question, I'd like to play the interview that was here, I think it was yesterday, by the county attorney or on what Wiki Knots, not.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want you one thing on your petition here is that the investigation into the illegal leasing of our ancestors' land in Biai. And you listen to him. He said that particular portion has been canceled. So I think you guys still going to keep this on your protest page.
So as I said, I don't expect this thing to be bringing hauling and pulling in the county, because what is not done legally is not done at all. Once the rightful procedures were not observed, the needful should be done. So the soup should be a leader enough and put the people first than any investor, because I'm being ordered by the Minister of Justice, the Solicitor General of the Republic of Liberia, and all other persons, even from the executive mansion, other things that we cannot divulge on radio. Okay. So that contract was ordered abrogated, and I communicated saying to the soup that he need to stop until the needful is done, because we needed some stakeholder engagement and some security investigation. Many other things needed to be done that were not done. So I think the soup are giving this time. It was very easy to tell the people of Grand Ggusu that, the contract is stable and he observing some procedural correction, and then he will get back to the people of Grand Ggusu, or also inform the investor that he's working on things, that the contract is suspended if he does not want to use the word abrogated. But to see the hauling and pulling in Grand Ggusu and unnecessary tension built up, I think it's just for good that I speak to the radio, that as far as I'm concerned as the legal advisor to the soup, that there is no contract.
Okay.
And I repeat, there is no contract. So the people of Grand Ggusu should relax. Nobody land is sold. What is not done legally is not done. So the people land still in tight, stay their land until the proper thing is done. No contract.
Well, you heard your county attorney.
Yeah. So, Mr. Doba, just to quickly speak to that.
Donna here. I want to go to here. Donna.
Yeah. So just before Donna comes in, I just want to quickly speak to that issue. People are always convicted based on criminal act carried on. You will not be sitting, you're not commit any crime, then somebody just come and indict you or sue you. So the act of even Gray going into that book deal agreement with people, that alone tells us clearly that he's a criminal. And such a man should not be given second chance in this our dispensation. Because that's a criminal act. You understand me? That's a criminal act. To leave every legal proceeding behind and then proceed illegally for your self-benefit, that alone should make Grant to be dismissed immediately. It's not because country attorney when he could come out to say maybe he's fighting to exonerate himself, then we say no, we are going to back up because the country attorney has spoken. No. Even if the country attorney, if he even spoke, did Ellis Grant ever come out to say what the country attorney said is what myself I'm saying? Did he ever say so? No. Even if he said that, what gave him the ground to go and sign such illegal agreement? So that alone is criminal in nature. And with this, the student community, that is a precious group, that is more peace for our citizenry, we say Grant should go. Grant should leave. Grant have been performing all sort of illegal activities in Grand Junior County. Just a little bit give you another information. Do you know up to now, Grant has not published the 2025 budget up to now, but he has started disbursement. Do you know the 2024 budget? He's still with whole air. Do you know that? So these are all criminal in nature, and such a man should not be given attention or credence to still serve our people. Thank you.
Donna, any other guy want to speak?
Yes, Mr. Double. Mr. Double. The issue of this land, you know what Wickens now is doing?
I want to come in.
Wickens now, come Josephus. Wickens now is playing a smart game. They are trying to do what we call a damage control. They have already aired. So the two of them, they know what they have done with this particular land. So they are trying to package their holes, and the time has already passed. Look, let me tell you, customary land in Liberia. If you customary land, as people are following us, it means land that is owned and governed by our indigenous communities under a traditional system. That's what it means. And that particular system, this has been protected by the 2009 Community Rights Law. And within line with the 2018 or customary or land rights. Okay? So if you see one wicked now who calls himself someone who has spent over 11 years, within the field of law, practicing law, holding a document, he telling all like they not read it, they will sign it. Is that true? Wicked now, who have been over 11 years, within the field. Is he telling us, he was telling us in the view that he came, how you run, you be telling call him, and if you don't come, I will do it, he came and three people, and he signing. Must you sound good reading? Does that sound well to us? We are schooling, man. We are schooling. And we are in higher institution. We are not in PTA meeting school. We are men and women going to school, universities. We cannot tell me that he did not read and he sang. No. He the vast or legal about to the superintendent. Something of such is the one that advised superintendent that it is good they should go into it. But now that the water is very hot, so he tries to excuse himself or either play with Grant, and the two of them should play that game. But we are not falling to that break. We are consistent and committed to our advocacy. We are saying that on the 3rd of November, we are going to visit the President of the Republic of Liberia and to petition. Okay? If this is not adhered to, our next action will be one on specified. Very clear. And they should know the students will stand for their rights. They know what can happen. They should go and read.
Okay. Before I give it to Bo, before I go to Bo,
I want to come in.
Yeah, before I beg you to come in, I want you to listen to the code. The guy is a lawyer. Now, Josephus, Listen, this man is a lawyer. He's the county attorney. Listen to the question that the journalist asked him and listen to his response. From there, then we'll cut it off and then I'll go right to you.
All right, Tony. The people want to know you being a legal person, and I know before that deal was signed, I mean, a copy of the document was sent to you to be perused as a legal person, and then you affix your signature. Do you care to tell us how the issue of your signature going to that document all started?
And actually, this is the procedure. Any layman would know that as a legal advisor, in fact, that contract should be prepared by me.
Mm-hmm.
Or if not, I should have copy of the document, peruse it, and give time before I advise if we should proceed or not. Unfortunately,
Okay.
that does not happen. The superintendent is a witness that I had no idea, and I requested. In fact, from the beginning, when he told me I requested information and details, I added one public defender to me, and we requested information as it relates to who are we contracting with, what is the content, and what is the place of the contract, and then to make sure that there was some engagement with the legislature and with the people that have the land as it relates to the BIE. We know those engagements, but nothing as such was done until the contract, probably with somebody the suit may know, they drafted the contract, and we also requested copies, to all both hard copies.
Now, Joseph, then Boo, will take over for some time with some question. You listen to the country attorney.
Yeah, so I do listen to him. I'm sorry I've not been more involved into this discussion because I had another issue. So to some extent, you will call my name, but I don't hear you clearly, so I can't respond. But let me just say something very clear. The issue of the lane is an organized crime. You know what organized crimes is? Is a art, a deviant art that involve more than one person. And I feel like the attorney don't even worth being county attorney if we will go by what he's saying. In the first video at the event, he did not only serve as a person who signed, but he was also in the capacity of can I say interpreter, right? He was the one reading, translating it in French, at the same time translating the French in English, right? Something that you don't know about, that you will come to Grenadians and tell them, look, I don't know about document. In fact, I call for it. And at the end on that event, he was even brave to come in and say, the Ministry of Justice is proud of this, and we are hoping and we are looking forward to the implementation of this project and all these things. I don't think he has to find means to say anything that is not done under the law is not valid and all these things. When you serving as a legal person was there, you did not receive the document to go through it and all these things. So I think he's also part of the whole land issue. And I think beyond him, there are other people who are also involved. Because in one of a statement that he made, he said, if Grant is a leader enough, it means there are times that Grant himself have override maybe other things that he prompted in, or other people beyond Grant have also come in to rule him or push him to do this. And we want to go for that. We'll make sure that Grant leaves, and we'll also make sure that people who participated in this in legal art follow Grant, and they all go together. Let me say something. Um, this is a struggle that we begin long time. Grenfell, we were fooled. Even up to now, you still feel like we don't have the strength to have come this far that we have come. Because to every one step we go, he will tell us this is red, and we look at it to be white. We tell him this is white, he says it's red, and we consider that, pretending to him that we are not pushing of what he's trying to say. What I mean, every other time we meet Grant, he will tell us, let's do the document. You guys should do this. I will give you money. I will do that. In fact, to some extent, Grant even told us that he wants to give us $5,000, and for you guys to work in it as operational fee. And from there, I will come up to give the banner money and all these things. We think all these things Grant was doing was he trying to prove that he was smarter than us. And we are telling the public that we are smarter than Grant. Even his boss, the Minister of Internal Affairs,
who boldly came to us and told us that
So, Mr.
they they,
Dabo,
they
I
who
don't know
boldly
whether you're
came to
going to
us.
Mr. Oyone, or I can come in before you go to
Hello,
him.
hello.
Yeah, let Chef
Who,
Joseph go ahead.
even a boss who boldly came to us and told us that look, we have had a new law and that we are not giving students money. And this guy knew fully well, under the local government act, the decision of disbursement is made by the county council, and the money should be distributed to local institutions. How do you make a new law? Where the new law come from? And today, just in recent time, Grand Cayman County receive their student, receive about I don't know, 30,000 or 28,000 USD
Twenty-eight
for
thousand.
students. Yeah, 28,000 USD for students. Where the law coming from? This is the same man up to now have given 75,000 USD to Grand United County sport team. The money that they use up to now, we call on Grand to even give us report of the money that was used during the last county meet, and Grand refused. This is a man who took over $6,000 US and said you're celebrating December program. He has refused to give student money. This is a man who even giving money to private radio stations. He has not been able to give student money. So the issue of grain, he has started a long time from the horse of legislature. This is a man who bullied students, said you will not support Grand Jide students because they did not support him in a representative election. And he stood by that. He did not support the students. This was one of the reasons when we took over, we never wanted to go radical like we are doing now. We wanted to take a diplomatic approach to convince Grant and tell him, look, over time, you have not been in your right form. Come back and do something good. But Grant refused. And we would not bend down. We would not surrender to any manipulation. We would not be intimidated, and we will stand out. We've been hearing from the background that Grant is now planting people among the students so that they can be able to destabilize the protest. He's also planning to use a cash violence to convince other students to come and counter protest. And let us be very clear here. If Grant tries that, he will receive a clear resilience from the students because the masses have resolved and will go for justice. And we will stand for what we are here for, and we'll make sure that Grand leaves and we have a better leader who we think will be student center and a leader who will feature the interest of Grand Jide County.
Thank you. Thank you. Boo, before you go, there's the brother there in the internet thing. So when they get information, they can just pop it in. Then from there we go to Boo. Go ahead, Tente.
Yeah, I can go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Oh no,
Bring-
Boo. I'm talking
oh,
about the other brother. You know the
oh,
guys that
okay.
they're
Okay,
not
go
straight
ahead.
now.
Go
So when
ahead.
they get the internet, they just go there. From there, then we go
Yeah, yeah. Go
for
ahead,
that
brother.
internet. So who wanted to talk? Tente?
No, Festus.
Festor.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Yeah. So as JC was saying, the other comrade have said, we are very clear and a thing for Grant to pay tax or pay people to counter protest against us. He will feel the weight. We are very serious about this protest, and there is no room for compromising. The only thing we can compromise on, let Grant leave. We don't want him. Let him leave. 12 years he spent as representative of for Boston District. He delivered nothing to the people. The only thing he could do to use the the district development fund and carry on clandestine behavior and other stuff. You see, Grant is very hard-headed. He had to hear, he had to listen. And imagine doing the reburial of President Doe when we went Grand there as students who believe in diplomacy and in believe diplomatic approach. We took our own time and went at the palace, the Thomson Palace, to engage Grant, to even have that friendly discussion. In fact, to even appreciate him for organizing that program, for the program to go successfully. To our utmost surprise, when we went at the Thomson Palace, the recent video that is circulating, it was that conversation, that dialogue we were having with him. Grant started to insult people. He started using some profane languages on us, saying that if we want to carry a case anywhere, we can go there and other stuff. From a exposition you can understand that Grant is not willing, he is not ready to change, or he is not ready for Grant Judea County. Grant is on show, and we will be calling on President Boakai on Monday to take Grant from over us. President Boakai, he is doing well, especially when it comes to our rural aspect. We really appreciate him. But the only problem, the major problem we are seeing now, a able lieutenant Grant is causing serious chaos. Grant is causing serious chaos, and President Boakai should use his power to remove Grant from over us. We have the similar thing doing Helen regime. The reason most Grenadians go frustrated in Helen, like the issue of taking a referral hospital from Grenadier that is the center county in the southeast, taking it from there and carrying it to different county. That alone make the people of Grenadier County very angry about Helen with other stuff. It's the same thing with Grant. President Boakai, he will do every other necessary thing to make us happy. We the people of Grand Judea County. But as long as he continue to keep Grant over us, and Grant decide to do his own thing and not doing what President Boakai want to do, there will always be chaos and other bad happenings in Grand Judea County. So we are calling on him, and we are calling on all the students from every university, even high school, because if students leaving from high school, they entering university, we are calling on them to turn out on Monday. This fight is not only for us, it's for our unborn generation. If Grant continue to remain or the Grant will not go forward, Grant will not go anywhere. Let be honest and sincere to ourselves. Grant is not ready to change anything to have positive impact on the county. The only concern is to build a so-called hostel building in Boston. That is the only concern. So any kind of way he will get on the people money, the people funny to lavish it, misbehave into it. And when you do something over and over, and people try to talk to you, God will not come from heaven to talk to you, and you decide not to listen to them. One day God will expose you, and the exposing is what happened recently. And this is the synopsis of Grand Disgrace. Grand Disgrace is wrong, and we are calling on President Boakai to dismiss it with immediate effect. Failure on President Boakai to dismiss Grant, he should understand that there will be no understanding in Grand Judea as not Grant remain over us. We have so many good Grenadians that can serve as superintendent of Grand Judea County for Grand Judea to go forward. But somebody who say they will stand on the way of students, young people, struggling students who trying their best, they left their comfort zone from Grand Judea to come go to school in Monrovia and Maryland, all over the country. And then one man saying that as long as he is the superintendent, the student will not benefit. It's a debt service to the people of Grand Judea County. It's a total debt service. There's the same Grant when he was serving as Coco chair. He stood a ground against the Grand Judea University student young at the city house. He knocked his chair that as long as he is the legislative caucus chair, he will make sure that the student of Grand Judea County do not benefit from the county development fund. It's very bad. So we are calling on President Boakai to dismiss Grant and replace him.
Okay.
That is the only thing we're listening to for now. But anything other than that, we will not listen, and failure in part will carry on consistent protestation.
Okay. All right. Boo.
Yeah. You can hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I really like the way you bring those young guys, so that they can be able to express themselves. Mr. Zadi Wakuno and the other guy, Josepho Tale, and then Thomas Nia and Fester Gay. I want to thank you guys for being very brave and organizing yourself. We started this thing in the United States. We have what we call the Grand Judea Diaspora Voice. And upon before he was appointed, we wrote several letters. We even sent money in Grand Judea just to kind of rally all the people. But you see, our people, some of them, I can't say everyone, but most of them are very deceitful. they get money, and then from there they don't do it. They said we're going to a protest in Zoetu when the mayor was coming. We sent a lot of money. Okay, we engaged a lot of youth, even the older people. And these people, they ate the money, they sat down, they didn't protest. The man went to the city hall, and all of them came around. And then they embraced the man. Today, what we've been talking about are what happening. So my question is, are you guys a splinter group, or you guys are organized at the Grand Gita University Student Union? The first, Zadi, are you guys organized? Working on? Josephus? Nia?
We are well organized. There's a leadership that is we are well organized. We are well organized, and I can assure you, nobody can come in our midst to split us. Our goal is our goal.
There's no splinter group.
No. Our goal is our goal.
Okay, so you guys, everything possible. You guys will not be that ballot driven. Where when it gives
no.
Get them money, then
no.
Different ship.
No. There's what
problem
now
we most of our people are ballot driven.
Mr. Yone, there's one of the reasons for which we haven't gone to any stakeholder to even ask for a dime. What all we are doing everything in our strength. Because we don't want people calling us tomorrow, they want to give us a dime, then they say you're compromised, all those stuff, we don't want it. That's the reason for which all the way we are stranded, we are trying our possible best to see how we can stage the particular protest. So we are never a splintered group, we can never compromise in the particular struggle. I can assure you.
Okay, another question again. Do you guys have any alternative besides for example, if Omen or Boaka say, okay, you say you don't want grant, do you have any alternative? Somebody that you guys can pull forward to take the reign of superintendent of Grand Gita?
You. So there when we come in, I'll come in. I'll come in today. You will come in. So there 1 minute I'll come in. Yeah.
Preso.
Yes.
Boo unit. Okay. Boo unit is the alternative.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nia.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'll come in. SG, you come in. You come in, SG. I really love the question he asked. We do not have, and we do not have a specific alternative now. Normally, before someone is nominated, that can be done in consultation with the caucus. We have a caucus, and that also can be done through the citizenry of Grand Gita County. Then the citizenry can nominate names to the caucus. Then in consultation with the president, nomination can be done. So if Grand is removed, we will now expect the caucus to work along with the citizenry to nominate someone or bring forth someone to the president that will be nominated. But for now, we can't come out and say we have this name or we have that name that should be nominated to that particular position.
Yeah, Mr. Nia, I know superficially you guys have a list of names that maybe they can consider one of them, because you see most of our people, they are ballot. I'm not accusing a specific person, but most of the people are ballot driven. They can't speak their mind because they get something from somebody, or they go to somebody else, they eat something, and then because of that, they are what? They are compromised.
You ask a simple question. You ask a question, Boo. If they got
somebody, we don't have a specific name. We don't have a specific name, but we have many educated Nigerians, potential leaders, who one of them can come up and then lead our county that we dearly love. But for now, we can tell you we have a specific name as student body that we can put forth. But along with our leader, we can have a better leadership.
Yeah, you should be working on that, because that's very important. Because when they come, when they ask your question, you have to be ready to give that name.
Mr.
Hello.
1 minute, I'll answer you.
I want to come in.
Zari, I want to ask Zari here. This guy from the radio station Tete Duru, I think he Mark
Netrick.
You want to join the can I send a link to him?
He's not from the student community, so I'll give you a link. The man, if you have any issue, let him call. Let him call or let him send text. But for me, he's not part of the leadership. He's not a student. He's
we're gonna
not
have our
he's not part of
discussion.
the lawyer, he's not a student, so he should not.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let me ask my last question.
So I
You
don't.
guys are keeping together. My question is: are you guys in touch with the county, like for example, the elders, the women group, and the other different group? Or you guys just posting your own kind of student money saga? Is it? Do you guys have organized people that were your, like for example, the women group, the elders group, and all that? Because you're talking about the removing of a superintendent. When
So
you remove the superintendent of the whole county, you
yeah,
have to what? You have people to support you. Do you guys have the blessing of the elders, the
yeah,
women, and all the other different groupings?
exactly. We have the blessing of every citizen from Grand Gillette County. You know the women, the elders you're talking about, they don't have the scream now to join us in the capital. That's the reason you have not seen them. But if they were here, you are going to see them on Monday in their lapels, in their yellow gowns, and we'll all march to the capital there. But we have some people from BIE who also here that grant dismissed illegally. They are here to run after their reappointment. I don't know how to call it. So we are in communication with them.
Okay, so my advice is that you're keeping contact with the people on the ground. Y'all got a
Almost
branch on the
everybody,
ground.
like
Yeah,
the
y'all can
disabled
get in contact.
community, the rural women. These are people
Okay,
that
yeah. So you're keeping contact with those people so that you all can be united because you want to have a whole conglomeration of everyone so that you can be able to have a powerful standing so that when you're approaching the president and it shows that you guys are overwhelmingly the people of Grand Jide. So Prince, is Prince on? Okay. Yeah, you guys,
I'm
I
here,
think
boo. I'm here, boo.
okay, so that's a good thing. I appreciate what you guys doing, but what I want to assure you guys is that if you're doing something, you got to do it purposefully. You have to stand strong. You shouldn't waver because I know most of our people they always when they get in little small money, like the old man was saying in the Chian era, he said Kokobe when they give somebody something and then they back up. I hope you don't have people like that among you. You try to stick together and speak for one purpose. Thank you.
Yeah. So, Mr. Zade, you can go ahead. If there's anything you want to add, you can go ahead and then put it on there.
Yes, so I will just go over what my comrades have told you already to let you know that we have no room for any negotiation. We have made up our mind. We have already lobbied ourselves, collected our own finances, and then made up our mind to stage our protest. We have invested into it on our own without any help from an individual. So we have just imagine if a struggling student contributing money towards process, and we have already invested into it on our own. So at this point, we have no room for roundtable discussion. The entire process is already on, and the 3rd of November, President Boaka, His Excellency, will hear from us. Mr. Grant must leave. Must leave. There's no room. The issue of county attorney, we will get to him. We already understand the game that they are playing, and we already get it intel. We know that it is not only the county attorney and Grant that did that. This particular thing, like Josephus told you, it is an organized crime. It's not two-person crime there. In fact, more than two, three, four. But the names will come out. If the monkey hold the rope will hold the bush. They will come out. I'll send you a video or people double. Play it. It
Yeah.
was it was the time the leadership visited Mr. Grant during the reburial and burial of our late president and his wife. Play that video and listen to Grant. Grant has already told us that he doesn't care, nothing moves him, and nothing can happen to him. He has already passed mob pressure. And we are warning Grant that any attempt to plan any talks against peaceful citizens, they will hear from the student community. And we will mobilize more than what we are even planning. We will get to Grant and he will understand from us. Please play that video. Let's listen to him.
Those who want to be radical can go radical. My brother. Let to my low down with us. Me, I pass more pressure. You can't move me. You can't do this, you can't do that. For nothing. For nothing. Let me tell you, it's for nothing. So I thought you're gonna get a chance to go speak to women about because it's a level element. At time you see that most of you get shortcomings, though you in university, but still get serious shortcomings. Those who want to be radical can go radical. My brother.
But like you guys, you were talking to say when you want to go radical, you can go radical.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
We are the one. We are the ones. We
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
one
yeah.
you're talking to.
You got shortcoming. Women boga know you get short.
Can you imagine? So we'll prove to Baka that we don't have shortcoming.
Every day, one more time.
You
If
know.
a man say women boga know you want to go see to the man, you can go there because he know you get
Those who want to be
shortcoming.
radical can go radical. My brother. Let to my low down with us. Me, I pass more pressure. You can't move me. You can't do this, you can't do that. For nothing. For nothing. Let me tell you, it's for nothing. So I thought you're really gonna get a chance to go speak to women about that because it's a level element. At time you see that most of you get shortcomings, though you in university, but still get serious shortcomings. Those who want to be radical.
Man say when you want to go radical, you can go radical. It's a view. You know the thing is you're radical.
We can open line for our comrades because they are boosted.
The call.
They open line for comrades so that they can make that input because
Go
they are
ahead.
all following the play show.
All right, yeah. So I want to say good evening to you from my end, Prince Baba. I'm John Aki Mire, a former student leader. Matter of fact, I serve as chairman of the membership committee of the Grand Junior County University Student Union. So, obviously, I stand in solidarity with the students and every Benin Granadian who, are calling on the president attention, issuing a vote of no confidence in the superintendent leadership. Matter of fact, I was among many others who, petitioned the president to say Mr. Grant shouldn't, preside over our county as superintendent because I believe he's very vindictive. I mean, he doesn't have vision. He lacks vision for the county. Matter of fact, he had 12 years and he cannot point to anything substantial. Now, here what I endorse the student protest. The student protest is just not about them, but it cut across several other institutions who are marginalized because of, Lieutenant Grant vindictive attitude. Every leader, you should have a priority. We all went to school. Economic taught us that if you have budget, if you have deficit budget, where you invoke the theory of scale of preference, where you go and rank priority. My bigger question to Lieutenant Grant, what is his priority? Because all the priority areas that we think the superintendent should pay attention, even if we should agree that the country no money, in fact, you are given small money, what is the priority? How can you look in the faces of students and say students cannot go to school because of budget shortfall, but you prefer to take 200,000 to build fence around the administrative building when there's no security concern? Kaifale were in that building, Peterson were in that building. No day we ever heard that there was any burglary, that people went and burglarized that building one day. There's no security concern. The students are only asking for 30,000 so they can go to school. You tell the students you don't have money, but what do? You take 200,000 to build fence around the administrative building. What is the security concern for which there's no land issue to say maybe the administrative building has a land crisis, so you want to protect the land? Nothing. And even if you go to the fencing building around the administrative building, if you just punch the brace going to bust. There's nothing strong about that fencing building. Now, you tell the students you can't give them 30,000, but you prefer to take 30,000 United States dollars to build a single security booth to Tottenham Palace. How significant is security booth rather than students going to school? You tell the disabled people you can't give them at 25,000 because there's no budget, but you prefer taking over 6,000 to celebrate July 26. Even with the July 26 no report, the superintendent said he used over 75,000 for County B. Okay, yes, we know these boys go on a football fee to how they got to play football and make the county proud. But you, Prince Bubble, you are one person who used your show to raise money for the county team. Where did the 75,000 go? That even the how they call the coach and the players, they were in the street in Swaju, moving from market to market, they were begging that there were even no food on the camp. Where did the 75,000 go that the superintendent couldn't even rent a motel? We used to talk about a hotel for which they were sleeping on Swaju Lateral campus and their food were being kept in toilet houses. We saw the video, it was posted all over. So my bigger question to Superintendent Grant is, what is the priority? Because the key priority area, for instance, security. Look at the issue of drugs. The superintendent went and set up a lot of committees in the county. He appointed himself as chairman of the committees. The last time we saw the most recent, LDA or commander who was just transferred, the guy went on the raid. The first 3 days he raided major drug peddlers, people who were selling drugs. In less than no time, they transferred him. Look at even the county attorney, who everybody talking about today. The civil society have been pressuring 11 major drugs cases that are on docket for the last 3 years. I mean, people who are caught selling drugs, they took their cases to court. The county attorney have refused to hear these cases. And those who selling drugs, they are released, they're walking around, and they even threaten people who expose them of how they go in. What is the superintendent priority area? Education. Let's look at education. We're talking about the students crying today, and one of the students made mention of it. I was among one of those who took the county authority to court at the time. At the time, there was no local government act. This particular superintendent today, he served as the county legislative caucus chair between 2018 2019 because Edward K. Zebe was the Secretary General who supported William Kai against Representative Grant at the time in the Boston district election. Superintendent Grant, Ellis Grant told us that the father would get one of his opponents, people who didn't want him to be represented, and more us, especially holding a key position. The students will not benefit or send. He swear to a man taking water, and he ensured that on what basis? They said we didn't have any report. As a membership committee chair, I did the report. I sent it to the fiscal affairs superintendent at the time, what Brother Jumbo said. Till now, I can still trace that email and even do screenshot of it. Superintendent Grant be there that he will not give us. Say, only 2 lawmakers, two I was A. Marshall Dennis and George Bullen. In fact, our lawyer we hired at the time was a current Solicitor General of Liberia, Anthony Fayad, Councilor Fayad now. He the one that the Bullen and Marshall Dennis pay for those lawyers because why? They said they were not in agreement with Zopenu, with G. Alfonso Gay, and Ellis Grant. They were the 3 people who denied us. We took the case to the Supreme Court because how they call the okay, yeah. So I just want to point it short. These are some of the reasons why some of us say we don't want Ellis Grant to be superintendent in that county because it's very vindictive. One of the reasons why you don't want to get a disabled people money, he said, because when Marshall Dennis was launching a campaign, he and Marshall went in the same race to be senator. The disabled guy, the head of the disabled community, is a cultural guy who does, go around with a culture too. The guy went on Marshall Dennis campaign. So the fact that the guy is the head of the disabled people, he will never get disabled people money. Even the civil society, he refused to get civil society. So what is Superintendent Grant priority area? You're not prioritizing education. You're not prioritizing security. You're not prioritizing health. You're only prioritizing your upstairs building. You're building important. So for that reason, I endorse the student protest, and we look forward to a fruitful outcome.
All right, thank you. Message prioritizing your upstairs building. Important. Who saw the superintendent upstairs building? Caller, where you calling from? Emmanuel Smith?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Prince, for always giving your show to speak out what is affecting us. Prince Lover, today I can tell you you're no longer going to be silent. That's why I appreciate our guys are though we are in Maryland County, far away from Monrovia, but we're with them in the struggle. If today people will listen to me and then go and pour on our grant that there are some students who are whatever taught me university who are against the bad leadership, or which you cancel whatever you want to send here, he can go ahead and cancel it. We have been here, been paying a lot of money in taught me university here, still we have other people supporting us. So we have not been dependent on Grand County because they are paying us from time to time. We have not been dependent on anything, so we are not moving. But when it comes to the issue of Grand County, we have to tell our leaders to be straightforward. Now, me first just start with the county attorney. Always in this country, we always hear from people that ignorance of the law excuses no man. And those people who are always saying this to us, one of them has fall short with this thing. The candidate at 20, he has full honorable grants, he has full himself, that we have no longer have confidence in him as the county attorney of Grand County for issue we're addressing later. But for this issue at hand now, honorable grants should be able to understand that we, the students of Grand County and the citizens of Grand County, we are actually tired of his leadership. In much, anybody who is in leadership refuse to pay attention to the school-going children, to the children of Grand County, that means you are against every one of us. Could you imagine when this man visited Meriden County, will have a meeting with him? Honorable Grant was brave enough telling us that if he's going to disburse this morning, the 30,000 you are disposing, he's really going to send some money to UL, Grand Junior Community College, and then taught me because this institution, they are the three government institutions. And we asked him why we're sending, you're not be sending money to other institutions like the private institution. Honorable Grant was brave enough to tell us that amongst those guys, they are attending private institutions. Apparently they are full. That's why they are going to the private institution. Tell me, Prince Double, if those people are going to private institution and then they are from Grand County, so is it because their parents are paying their fees in the private? That's why they're not going to pay for Grand County. That is wrong. And he was saying it with confidence. He was saying it with power that much he's going to do that. Nobody's going to question him. Today, this man, when I heard, sold the land of Grand County to Burkina for 30 years. That which we are against. We are not against people of living power. But much we are not doing what is right for our people, we will stay against it. So today, for those of us, we have over 100 students from Grand County School here at Tufts University. We are with our guys that are on your show tonight. We are with them. We are praying that everything goes correctly. If this fail, December, 20th of December, at that time, all of the students in the Grand University, I believe at that time, our rural university will close. At which time we'll be in Grand County on our rural break.
Okay.
And I can tell you for sure, at that time, we will not back up. There will be a huge protest. We'll have people from the rural districts, and that will make sure that Honorable Grant leave, along with Wickens now, who have been in a very bad days in Grand County, who never have been involved in all of the cases in Grand County. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, gentlemen, we've been here now 1 hour 40 minutes, and we really appreciate you guys came out here to tell the people watching from Greenville, Channel, or Maryland. They got their call from Maryland, and Georgia, all over the place. So I think your message going out there and getting out there to the people. So we will kind of give you all the time again. We start from Mr. Gay, GC for Gay. Then we go up, and then should I say 2 minutes or 1 minute so we can climax this? Mr. Josephus, no,
2 minutes,
Festo, I mean, Festo Gay.
2 minutes each will be better.
Yeah, Festo Gay. I mean,
Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, I want to take this time to appreciate all those who've been following us and our host, Mr. Prince Double and Mr. Boo Yonde. We are very serious about this issue. We are not joking. This is something that is affecting us as students. Students in every society, we are the conscious middle class. Conscious middle class in a way that we are the one that will analyze issue and come out with our report. So such a thing that they're going on, we the student, we should respond. Don't joke with students. In recent history, even past history, the Soweto riot, it was led by students. Even the recent riot in Bangladesh, where the prime minister was chased from out of the country. Even the Jeans in Nepal, they are students. So we are very serious, and we again calling President Joseph Numa Boakai to listen to our plight. Grant will go to him. He will beg people to go and appeal on his behalf You should not listen to Grant. Grant is damaging his government in Grand Jide County. The latest one is the issue of selling our land. Grant is capable, if you give Grant the chance, he able to sell Grand Jide County. Grant does not have fear for no one. He does not have fear. If Grant was somebody who had fear for God and his fellow men, he couldn't have gone this far. Imagine you were rejected during the senatorial election. He was rejected during the senatorial election. So by now we expected him to have done have done well, but he continued to be in error. So we are serious. We are calling on all the students of Grand Jide County, even the solidarity students from various student grouping across the bureau. We are calling on them to join us on Monday to denounce Grant, to call on President Joseph Numa Boakai to dismiss Grant. Grant is a serious thorn in our flesh. It's a serious problem, and we are calling on his dismissals. So I pause here.
Thank you very much. I go to Mr. Joseph Bale.
All right, so let me say thank you to every one of us, the leaders who are here today to contract us and push out the message of the revolution that I believe is not a future event, is now. And I also want to say thank you to you, Mr. Dover, for giving us a chance. And to every other person who have come to listen to the message, and to every other person who is now in the comment section or on their phone sharing this message. I believe this is the time. The revolution is not a future event, it's now. I want us to take upon our time on Monday, no matter what have happened, let us resolve, let us come out and make sure and push for the right thing. I believe with the president of Grain, you and I will not prosper in Grand Jida County. It's just clear. There's nothing that you will achieve when Grain is in the seat of the superintendent. Grain is an egocentric leader, it's clear. Grain has built his tendency with police in the county, and Grain, over the time, has stood tall just to marginalize you and I. So let us come out money, let us encourage our colleagues, let us stand up for what we think is right. And I can assure any other person that the Grand Union University Student Union will not compromise the student interest, and we will not resist, will not buy into any intimidation, or will not surrender to the manipulation that we get from any other person who feels that they can support Grant in this whole issue. So thank you once again for this opportunity, and we will come outside with our numbers.
I go to Mr. Gay. Oh no, Mr. Gay already spoke. So let's go to Tenten.
Yeah, so I, like everyone saying, let me say thank you to you for the opportunity you always giving us. And I hope that you will give us another time before November 10th, maybe Saturday or Sunday. Let's speak to our students, before November 10th, before Monday. I also want to say this to my fellow Grangidians and Liberians following us who have been following the debate. There's a famous statement attributed to Martin Numula. Martin Numula was a Lutheran pastor that was during World War II. He was one of the activists who opposed Hitler and was sent to the concentration camp. Martin Numula said, first the king. And when they came for the communists, I said nothing because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the trade unionists. I said nothing because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jew. I said nothing because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for the Catholics. I said nothing because I was a Protestant. And when they came for me, there was nobody left to say anything. There's a sense in his statement that defines that it could be you tomorrow. Today, it is the people of BI District Forest in this array. People listening, it is not Kunabo. But it could be Kunabo tomorrow. Today, it is a student in the vanguard advocating for their parents who did not go to school, advocating for their allotment, and you are not a student. But today, I mean, tomorrow it could be you. I don't want you seeing this struggle as a student struggle, then you sit back. Let's join hands, support us in this process. Let us get a result. I know some of you are feeling hurt in your offices, in your homes. You know fully well that grant is not leading the right way, but you don't have the opportunity. You are not in a student community, you are not in a youth community to stand up like we are now. So what you can do is to support us morally, give us some words of encouragement, even financially, you can support this process. If you have other connections like making arrangement for appearance that we are doing now, if you even have a platform, invite us free, let us appear and disseminate our message. So this is a struggle for the county, not just for the student. It's a struggle for the disabled. It is a struggle for the marginalized rural women. It's a struggle for every Grenadier and Liberian as a whole. And if you are a Unity partisan, I'm one of the persons who supported the Unity Party in the county, and everyone can attest to that. But this is not about Unity Party and CDC. Once it comes to Grenadier County, we take it very key and put party sentiment aside. But we also have to represent, we have to look at the fact that President Buaka is doing extremely well for Grenadier County. And there should be no ballet to image the effort black. And Grant is the one in the vanguard with all the effort the president is making that we can take one day to reach in Grand Leader today. Grant is trying to mismanage the county development fund and trying to act like John Rambo on the people of Grand Leader County by behaving like a dictator that whenever you say yes, it should remain yes. I don't think it represents the image of the rescue agenda. So President Bwaga too should look in this direction as we'll be petitioning him on Monday. All these things will be instructed in our petition. Let him look at them and investigate. Let's see whether Grant behavior are in alignment with what he expects to deliver to the people of Liberia in totality. So thank you very much. To conclude, I want to say to our students that do not be afraid about whatsoever rumors you're hearing concerning counter protestation. We are waiting the Ministry of Justice. Since last Friday, they are receive our communication, the minister will receive our communication, and there will be security provided. So the protest is going to be safe. I mean, there will be security and it's going to be very peaceful. Come out in your numbers. Let's speak to the president, telling him that Grant is not a right superintendent. To be real, we have many qualified Granadians who are passionate to lead their people with honesty and passion. So even if Grant leaves, any other person can come as a superintendent. We don't have specific person to say, oh yes, we are pushing this for the person to be no. So that's it. I thank you for hosting us again. And all students should get ready by Monday. There is no alternative, there is no compromise. Let's move at the ground of the capital to petition the president. Thank you.
And then they and
Yeah,
then
okay. Our funding difficult to come on.
yeah. Go ahead, Mr. Nia.
So is that party comment?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. I want to say many thanks to you, Mr. Dobo, firstly, for affording us this opportunity again to appear on your show as we usually do. I want to say thank you to our own dad, Mr. Nyone, for also appearing along with us. I want to say many thanks to Granadians, whom in a way, Liberians who are also in support. We know there are other residents in Grand Gila County who are also not in support of Alex Green being, our superintendent. We are soliciting your support. We want you, if you are in Morovia, we want you to join us on the said day, Monday, to petition the president. There's a need we petition the president. We have been going through a lot, and there's a time that we get that peaceful relief. And no one can do that. If we, the energetic, the most conscious matter group in society cannot do it, No one can do it. My mom on her farm planting bitter ball, or my dad who is cutting bitter root will not come here to do it. Rather, we who are being empowered to come and do this. So we are urging everyone to be part of this protest. This protest will be a very peaceful one, and we are going to see to it, no matter whatever intimidation, no matter whatever circumstances, we are going to make sure we petition our president, and we know that, Mr. President, you will do the needful for Nigerians. So thank you, and we look forward for your support. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Let's go to Zadi.
Yeah, so thank you, Mr. Dover. I'll just leave a caveat for Mr. Grant. It is just better, as the citizens are saying, enough is enough. You must leave and find another better thing you can do that suit with your character and behavior. And as we said it's very clear. We can be bought over, Mr. Yonde. We can be bought over. If some of us you don't know us, go and research about us, ask ingredients about us in advocacy. When we were appointed, I was the youth that wrote President Bwaka. I wrote him directly. I never received by the woman. I was invited by his legal advisor. We discussed, and I told them the reason why we don't want Mr. Grant. I outlined many reasons, but because of political connection and other things, the party probably is thinking that with the presence of Mr. Grant and Grant Gide, they might have a good result that will lead them to 2029. I don't think Grant will deliver within the party. But Bwaka needs to understand that Grant will never deliver him for 2029. It is better you kick him off, bring somebody better that will go on your platform, present your platform with the ingredients that you will maintain your second term 2029. But if only Grant, President Bwaka will not get results from Mr. Grant. He's focusing now on building upstairs building that he never built on your lawmaker. He's focusing on looting the public fund. Money he did not get, he got hungry. When he was appointed as superintendent, he was very dry. Now you see the money now you see him getting fat. That's why he's breaking before the student community, saying that nothing moves him, and in fact, he has passed blood pressure. These are things, there's some mere breaking that he's doing. We are the real hard-headed people. Students, don't play with us. Mr. Grant knows that students are very hard-headed than he does. So we are giving a caveat that thank God that his mind is thinking gradually to never bring any thoughts against students. I thank God. The calls we are receiving, since yesterday, because they understood that I'm the campaign chair for this protest. They have been calling me, other people who are in America who don't care for Grand Gila County to be developed. They are calling around, asking, is this number your same wave number? I always told them, I don't even know what I call same wave. I don't know same wave. I don't know my money in Liberia, yeah, I do my things. I don't know same wave. So their calls, we are turning down their calls, and we are always getting a caveat. When we are in the battlefront, if you attempt to call us and bribe us, we always told you, if you try, it will put you on the record. Some of them, thank God, they are not calling. I blocked one number last night, and I still remain the chairman as I've been trusted by my president to deliver the process, and I will make sure I deliver the process perfectly. No intimidation can move us. On Monday, the 3rd of November, we will be posted before the marshal on our right to deliver the petition. And the message is very clear. The SG told you we already capital law everything. If we were only wanting to get money from Mr. Grant, we will not have mentioned about the land. We will not have mentioned about the disabled community. We will not have mentioned about the women group in Grand County. We will not measure about the CSO. We will not measure about things that Brent have been doing in the past that led us to advocating against, his approval at the time. Today he was approved on a condition. But on condition, that means if you were approved in a committee room, that means you were approved on a condition. Just go and try. The program won't even go to and try. But now he's not delivering the message of President Bwaka. Mr. Grant, President in Grand County is embarrassing. Okay, it's seriously embarrassing the citizen. So we can't keep living in this embarrassment. We are calling on President Boakai. His arrest agenda is very unique. If you want it to be the level of ingredients, you name a better person. Already Grand Guinea is not us or home of UP, but to convince us for 2029, you must bring a better person that will convince the Nigerians to see your platform welcome you 2029. Grant is not our match. He does not listen to advice. He must go. The caveat is very clear. Money will come in outside. Any attempt that our fly is not listening to, we will come out under the banner of an unspecified action. We can't tell you anything. We are students. Remember, go and read African countries. What students can do? Students are students. No matter how old we are students. So we will act like students. We will gain the government, we will act like government people. We are students and we will act like students. If you embarrass our right, we will act like students. Gwen is attempting to kill people because our sisters and brothers who are in medical schools, in private school, if you are attempting with their education, that means you want them to leave school highway and go give people injection that you know nothing about. Before you can go and work in any clinic or build your store, you must have completed your study as a medical student. But if you're saying that I will not pay your fees, their own right, their money, you refuse to give to them, they will leave because they don't study highway, they will leave the smart study highway, they will not complete their courses as well as make them doctors, nurses, they will go and pretend that they know the job and will inject innocent people and they will die. Because Grant is trying to call for this, and we are saying no. They are reading medical courses because of us. Some of us are in different fields. For people in Cotton today, they will be replacing our old people in the hospital tomorrow. They will be in clinics, hospitals to save our lives tomorrow. So if you're saying that you will withhold their money that legally belongs to them, and you want them to leave school highway and go in drugstore to start injecting people, we said no to that. They should learn and complete their courses, and the money should be paid. It's a legal money, it's our money, it's Cocoa Farm money. Mr. Grant is trying to make the argument clear that people actually saying it's a Burkina Faso, and he's trying to tell us like the Burkina Faso, he's trying to welcome his people. We are not saying that it's illegal that Burkina Faso comes to Liberia. In as much you come, the government know you, we are all ECOWAS members. You can be in Liberia, but not illegally take our land. That will never happen in our present. And we can't live here to see our children asking us tomorrow, Papa, Mama, what you were doing or you were living. They will say a long story. Never. We will correct the mistakes of Grant, and any other leader that comes after Grant that will see this action, he will be your president. We are saying no to Grant. President Boakai must listen to us. Any ally of the president calling us today must listen to the student community. We are very serious. You cannot say the local authority cannot give money directly to Ggusu, the student community, and we see Cape Mount County giving 28,000 to their students directly. So is it that they have different minister of internal affairs for Cape Mount and they have different internal affairs minister for Grand Guinea County? Nimale is for Grand Guinea alone? No. He controls the entire counties in Liberia. So when he say came out giving money directly to student community and he denied Grand Guinea County to give money to Grand Guineans, we are saying no to that. Mr. Nimale must call on his grant to just go home. Let him go and Cocoa Farm and be there. He already used our money when you are in a lower house to make Cocoa Farm. The Cocoa Farm already there, you go and farm. Take call it. No to grant. I think enough is enough. Money we are outside. Thank you, Mr. Double.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Boo Unity. Boo, are you still there?
I'm here. You can hear me?
Yeah, what your final comment?
Yeah, I'll just be brief because I'm still at work. So, gentlemen, thank you for coming. And I hope that you guys will stick together because the problem in Liberia is that, as I said from the beginning, the whole thing that can spoil all these protests and, people getting together, unionizing and being able to get together and put your problems forward is because some people within the group can bring the problem because when they receive little money, they can what? They can infiltrate the group and bring chaos. and that can also undermine your purpose. So you make sure the guys you got among you understand each other and you got the same purpose, because these are some of the important things you got to understand. So please, from now, from where you come from, if you guys get together, make sure you emphasize that to your friends. Let's be together. Let's get one purpose. Let's get one voice. Anybody you when you're talking to somebody, let us know. Okay, because there are people there who are, they are sheep in what they say, what people who are undercover. Okay, so you got to make sure that people around, people who are among you, they are part and parcel for the same message, and you make sure you got the same message. You be together, and you carry the same purpose. Okay, so that's my only advice, because we were here. We tried to organize when this Graham thing came about. We didn't want that guy to be superintendent. We don't hate him, but we knew that if that guy becomes superintendent, there'll be a lot of problem in Grand Jita, and that's what's surfacing now. But we spend a lot of money just trying to kind of mobilize all of you guys, all the young people, all the students, all the elders, all the women. But most of them, they deceive us at the end of the day. So that's why I'm talking about these things. Y'all got to make sure you're coalesce together. You're collect together so that you can be able to get one voice. And make sure y'all go to that place tomorrow. Y'all gather a lot of people. Y'all take a phone call people, so that y'all can be plenty, so that y'all can be able to have a voice. Yeah, but make sure that y'all do what I said. I mean, y'all make sure y'all coalesce together and bring more people, into focus, so that you mean better. Whatever you say, nobody against Grant, but we want somebody who will take our county to a higher heights. We don't want somebody who will be taking money here, there, and all those kind of things. Those corrupt, tendencies. Grand Jita is so dirty. I don't know whether the city mayor is there or what they are doing. Okay, there's so many things that are going on in that county. The students not getting their money. You need to get your bursary so they can be able to buy your books, so you can be able to pay your tuition, so you can be able to pay your low rent. Because I know, coming from Grand Jita, living in Monroe, going to school, I've been there. I was a young man when I left Zwedru. I left the elementary to go to Cathedral High School in Monrovia, and I know how it is. I struggle a lot. I can't explain everything, so I know what you guys going through. So please, you just stick on the focus. You be focused and drive your message. Thank you very much. If you need support, we are here to mobilize for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Boo Unit. Thank you
Okay.
guys for tuning in. And
Okay.
thank you very much.
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you very much.
everyone has given a
But we are
valuable
here,
yes.
gentlemen, or Zete and Donna. We are here. Anytime you got something you want to give to your people, just just click my number and we can schedule something. If it be even the last minute, say we can plan something for you to come and give your idea or give your view out to the people. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Good night.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the show. And at least the guys they put out the information. And I mean, if the money was put in the budget and it was approved by the lawmakers, the $30,000 to give it to these people, I don't know why the superintendent would continue 2024 and 2025. Why he gonna hold on to the people money? They're talking about 60 grand, so he holding on to the people money. So it's just in the account, or are they using it for a different purpose? The superintendent need to speak to these things. These are grave concern. I mean, student money, you got to not play with the people funds. You got to give the funds to the people to go to school. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff coming out of there for granted. I don't know if you can handle these things. And because this is, I mean, this is just a bad news we're getting from our own country concerning our country leadership. You know, I don't, I know that if what this guy, even Thomas Yaya, the superintendent, representative, Senator Thomas Yaya talked about it the other time. That the money, the guys took the complaint, say I know they put in the budget, so the money is there. So the superintendent has no authority, no legal rights to be, or he's just violating. You need to get the people money. Let the people pay the school fees, purchase their books, and at Boo said, and the people go learn. Don't do that. So, but we're here. Next time they want to, we will monitor the protest also. I hope the protest will be a peaceful one. That we will keep our eyes up for that particular protest and listen in and watch it on and see that they don't go. They just present their petition and then they can leave. I mean, I hope the president acts on it also because he can't keep somebody over the people. That the people, if they don't want him, he has to leave. The man was 12 years representative. To they gave him two terms, and I mean, I think 2 years or 1 year superintendent. That's a lot of time for him. So there's a need. He needs to just change and chill out and just find something else to do. Go in the private sector or they send you to be a minister, and that means you directly with the president now, even though you are with the president on this one. But there's a need for change. There's a need for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for that for watching. Bye.